Angel Massie slams evil rumor that she was evicted. Let me clear this up. Angel Massie set the record straight on her unexpected Colorado move during the RHOP after show. When Angel Massie revealed her unexpected move back to Colorado on The Real Housewives of Potomac, the rumor mill immediately started churning among some of her castmates. Despite Angel's explanation that there was a simple miscommunication about the lease's end date on her family's short-term rental home in Maryland, Gizelle Bryant, Ashley Darby, and Wendy Osifo continued to speculate that she'd been evicted by her landlord, among other allegations. Angel denied the eviction claim during Season 10, Episode 12, and had even more to get off her chest on The Real Housewives of Potomac after show. Related, why is Angel Massie moving to Colorado? Exclusive. From Angel's perspective, she thought Gizelle, Ashley, and Wendy had called to actually make sure she was okay before she eventually realized they were repeating the eviction rumors. Why would the first thing you do be to say that I was evicted from my place? Angel questioned. Why do you go to the evil right away instead of actually saying, oh, maybe it was just a situation where she had to move? But it wasn't this big deal. For Ashley to take it to such a dark place, it just lets me know how evil she really is, at least where I'm concerned. To further hammer her point home, Angel declared, let's be clear, nobody was evicted. Angel Massie denied moving to Maryland to get on RHOP. What's more, Gizelle had also led the charge on theorizing that Angel had only temporarily moved to Potomac for the show, something the Season 10 newcomer also vehemently denied while sitting next to bestie Kiarna Stewart. Let me just clear this up for the peanut gallery, Angel added on the RHOP after show. I've been in Maryland since before I joined this group. The first time I contacted Kay was in November 2023 to ask her for a good realtor. Related, Gizelle Bryant breaks the fourth wall to RHOP producer. We still filming. Since then, Angel noted that she and husband Bobby Massie had been traveling back and forth between Maryland and Colorado, where the retired NFL pro most recently played for the Denver Broncos, as they searched for homes to buy and focused on expanding their Wonderland Outdoors business to the DMV area. No one moved for this group, Angel insisted. I'm not a masochist, first of all. I appreciate being around people who want to be around me. I have enough money and opportunity and success, personal success as Angel Elliott, even before I was Angel Massie. I don't have to join the group to form an identity. What to know about RHOP Season 10? Grab your champagne flute, because The Real Housewives of Potomac Season 10 is worth toasting to. New episodes air Sundays at August 7th see on Bravo, and stream next day on Peacock. Fans can get even more by watching The Real Housewives of Potomac after show on BravoTV.com and Peacock. Season 10 features returning wives Gizelle Bryant, Ashley Darby, Wendy Osifo, Stacey Rush, and Kiarna Stewart, newcomers Tia Glover and Angel Massie, and returning friend Jossie Rideau, who's joined by Monique Samuels as she makes her long-awaited comeback. Also popping up on RHOP Season 10? Karen Huger, as she returns home from prison, reunites with her husband Ray Huger and daughter Raven Huger, and sits down with Andy Cohen. Want to watch in style? Check out exclusive RHOP merch from Shop by Bravo. How Angel Massie explained her Colorado move on RHOP. During Gizelle and Wendy's cowboy-themed bash that played out during episodes 11 and 12 of RHOP, Angel explained the reason her family was headed back out west in simple terms. We had a short-term lease with this property originally because we thought within a certain period of time we'd find a house, Angel said in front of the group, noting that, as an NFL family, they were used to moving with minimal notice. So, I was confused because I was sure that I had let them know the exact date when we were leaving. When the women still expressed skepticism over her explanation, Angel further defended herself by saying that she would never intentionally put her family in a position of having to hurry up and figure out the situation at the last minute. Any more questions? Angel asked before concluding, I was not evicted, homegirl. Get more with Bravo Insider. Sign up for Bravo Insider and read behind-the-scenes features including Cynthia Bailey unpacks the differences between filming RHOA and Rob, night and day. How to survive a Real Housewives dinner party, according to the cast themselves. Brittany Cartwright reveals the real reason she wore that tiny romper to a job interview. Backfired. Summer House cast reveals behind-the-scenes filming secrets, including those mystery packages. Confessional Interviews 101. What Bravolebs eat, how they prepare, and more behind-the-scenes secrets. The Ultimate Guide to Charleston, according to the Southern Charm cast. The RHOSLC cast and producers spill on how the Sprinter van makes the magic. BravoCon 2025 behind-the-scenes moments with the McBees, Melissa and Teresa, Rachel Zoe, and more. In the meantime, get a sneak peek at Angel's cast trip to Colorado, where you can expect the drama to reignite. Angel Massie is pushing back hard against what she calls an evil rumor that she was evicted from her Maryland rental, setting the record straight after speculation swirled on the Real Housewives of Potomac and continued in the RHOP after show. Bravo! The chatter started after Angel revealed she made an unexpected move back to Colorado. On the show, Angel explained the situation as a simple miscommunication about when the lease on her family's short-term rental was supposed to end. But instead of letting it rest there, several castmates, most notably Giselle Bryant, Ashley Darby, and Wendy Osifo, kept questioning her story and implying that a landlord forced her out. Bravo! Angel says what bothered her most wasn't just the rumor itself, but how quickly the conversation jumped to the darkest assumption. From her perspective, the cast initially reached out in a way that sounded like concern, like they were checking to see if she was okay, before she realized they were repeating the eviction narrative. She questioned why eviction was the first conclusion people wanted to broadcast, instead of considering a normal, messy moving situation that happens to plenty of families. Bravo! Then she went further, calling out what she saw as malicious intent behind the gossip. Angel specifically criticized Ashley for taking the storyline to what she described as a dark place, saying it revealed how evil Ashley can be toward her, at least in the way Angel feels targeted in this situation. Bravo! But the clearest point Angel wanted to make was simple and direct. She was not evicted. On the after show, she emphasized that there was no dramatic removal, no forced exit, and no landlord throwing her out. In her words, let's be clear, nobody was evicted. Bravo! And that wasn't the only rumor she addressed. Angel also responded to another theory being floated, that she only moved to Maryland temporarily just to get on the show. Angel denied that too, insisting she was already living in Maryland before joining the group. To back it up, she shared a specific timeline, saying she reached out to Kiarna Stewart in November 2023 to ask for a recommendation for a realtor, which she framed as proof that her Maryland plans weren't some last-minute for